Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we're looking at the history of Big Bang Comics Part 2 from Big Bang Comics number 27. I covered is Part 1. And today we're looking at the sequel to that, an homage to Jim Steranko's History of Comics with this beautiful painted wraparound cover. I love the art on there, Ultiman. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. That is some really, really beautiful art. It kind of reminds me of when Alex Ross was doing like the Justice League plates for the Warner Brothers gift shop, if y'all remember that. Anyway, really nice stuff. You know, Big Bang has no lack of talented artists in their history of publication. I guess this is when they were at Image, the Image years. This is a pretty extensive run for them and like a really great, important point in the history of Big Bang Comics. This is their tribute to the History of Comics by Jim Steranko. There was a Part 1. This is Part 2. I love this pinup of Ultiman. That is so much fun. That's giving me like major John Severin vibes. I don't know who this is, but anyway, special thanks to Jim Steranko. Cover painted by Andrew Shepard. Let's see. This is a second of series exploring, celebrating, and tracing the historical development of the characters appearing in Big Bang Comics. Volume 1 covered the following heroes: Ultiman, Night Watchman, The Badge, Thunder Girl, and Dr. Weird. And it contained an introductory chapter on the company itself, which does not appear in this volume. If you are unable to locate a copy of Big Bang number 24, you are screwed. I'm just kidding. Yeah, obviously you can't order it through them anymore, but like I said in the first episode, do not hesitate to pick this up. It is a fun, like, fictional history of the character of Big Bang, because, you know, Big Bang started in the 80s, and I think Megaton actually started in the late 70s, and then Big Bang started in the early 80s, and although Megaton actually might have been 80 or 81. Anyway, whatever. Forgive me. But this is like pretending like the characters started in the 30s and 40s, just alongside all the other great Silver and Golden Age superheroes, you know, that we know. And so this is Venus. I absolutely love this illustration of her on her Pegasus. So this is telling like the history of Venus and like her, you know, where she started, her publication history. Obviously, these are all not, you know, there was never a monthly Venus comic or an Imagination comic. But, you know, it's saying like, it's echoing sort of the history of Wonder Woman. We're getting very H. Gary Peter looking art that I love. That's what I also love about the tributes and homage of Big Bang. It's like a deeper cut. Like, you don't just have your version of Wonder Woman, but you also have like, you're echoing the style of her, the artist that created her. And I have to say, there's something like just really super cool about that. You know, like Big Bang is often given credit, Gary Carlson in particular, as being the grandfather of Image Comics. And, you know, Image Comics sort of brought homages in vogue, and like, but I mean, they owe a lot of credit to Big Bang, obviously. Not just, you know, because a lot of them got their starts there. But like I'm saying, so all these little covers were created just for this sort of false publication history. And I just think that that's kind of an amazing undertaking right there. I love this art, like the fake wedding of Ultiman and Venus. I mean, it's just so cool. Like, Venus is just like such a great character. Comic cornucopia, like how fun is that? Like, there's just like homages left and right to just the fun of the Silver and Golden Age. You know, this is giving us some Gil Kane vibes on our Green Lantern homage character, the Beacon here. Big Bang is just like fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's escapist. Like, you can always sit down and read it in one sitting and just be like completely satisfied. The stories are always usually self-contained. It is so much fun to see like this history of Big Bang, and just like, I don't know, it's like just so easy. Like before I knew this wasn't real, I was like so confused by it, because it just seems like, so real. Like, it just shows what a great imagination Gary Carlson has and how deep he takes it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that if you were to dismiss Big Bang as, you know, just homages or copies or whatever, you'd be mistaken, because there is so many rich layers of story and character and design and real history that goes into these characters. Vitamin is just such a fun character. I think he's kind of like Our Man. He takes a pill and gets, you know, powers for a while. I would have loved to include him in my Big Bang books. If I ever do another one, he's in it. More Hummingbird, too. I love Hummingbird. He's such a fun character. Sort of reminds me of Doll Man in a way, just because he's so diminutive. But if he can fly, I mean, that makes him 100% better than Doll Man, right? Shadow Lady, another great sort of, you know, character from the pulp era, in a way. Red Hot comics. Like, how fun is that, right? I guess that's their faux pulp era comic. Zantika, love that character too. I mean, clearly she's the jungle goddess, you know, like a Sheena type character. I love her. Trist in space here. Beacon, another one of my favorite characters, the female Beacon. She's in my Big Bang Anthology, drawn by Casey Bouchard, and I love how he handled her and what we did with the character, teaming her up with El Diablo. So much fun. I should put a link to the Big Bang Anthology in here too, along with the link to Indie Planet to buy the current run of Big Bang Anthology being put out. The Atomic Sub, such a great character. Whiz Kids. The Human Sub featuring Blue Blaze. I mean, how much fun is that? Like, I'm saying, like, is this not a deep cut? This needs to be rebound and reprinted for sure. Like, this is like, just, there's nothing else like it. I mean, the only thing like it is, you know, what it's an homage to is the Jim Steranko's History of Comics. But still, it is like, just, I feel like it transcends that in a way, because it's based on a fictional history. I can't imagine the work Gary put into this. Like, kudos to you. Like, it's so amazing. That is really great art there. I love that. Mr. Martian, I mean, it doesn't take much to figure out who inspired that character, but he's still so cool at the same. I love that he has to wear, like, the dome on his head. Round Table of America. I love that when they even homage the black and white checkerboard that DC had going for a while in their pop art era. Just incredible, right? Some of these covers did wind up being real. Like, this one was used. So it's nice to see that. I feel like that's like Kurt Swan and Murphy Anderson, which is so crazy that they got those artists there too. Just another, like, amazing contribution to the history of Big Bang Comics. History of Comics Part 2, History of Big Bang Comics, rather, Part 2 from Big Bang Comics number 27. So good, right, guys? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I'll bring you more later.